This
Rock Child.
is Rocket Child.
Rocket Child. Rocket Child. It's Rocket Child.
Rocket Child. Yeah.
Hello and welcome to this next speed drawing video. So as you've seen, I've been using this character animation quite a lot for videos, and I really like it. Usually I'm a bit too shy to show myself in front of the camera, and I like the fact that I can make my own custom avatar and do these introductions and such using it. So this current video is how I made my desk space. As you can see here, my desk in real life has these accessories such as like my drawing tablet setup, my little skull that I use to put my headphones on to rest, my Kiss Hello Kitty, and custom tea cozy that I have on my teapot. So I wanted to show as much of my real personality as possible in these little videos and such, so you could see what it looks like while I work, but it also makes me feel a bit more secure that I don't have to show my face on camera. So please enjoy the video. Before we go ahead, let me explain how the character animator setup works. You have your main character in front, which is like a puppet made of different layers, and you can put whatever background you want behind. In my mind, I had that I wanted my computer set up, but also that some of it would be covered up by the character sitting in front. Here are some photos of my current computer setup, my current desk, and some of the distinct accessories and things I have around the place. Then I did a sketchbook illustration using pen, so I can have a general idea of what I wanted. I didn't want something with very strict perspective. I wanted a little bit of warped perspective, that the back would be raised a bit higher so that you could see some of the things on my desk. This drawing, I'm starting with a standard HD sized canvas, which is 192 by 1080 pixels, because that's how I know I want my final background to come out as. And I'm just sketching in the different elements that I want in light colors. So these aren't the final colors, but they help me see things. So as you can see in the background, I've started sketching out the general shapes of my computer and my monitor. Then in the front, I'm using a blue color to sketch out the shape of the character. That way I know what items are going to be hidden when the character is speaking. Next, I am using a dark purple, dark blue to do the lines. I decided that I want this to be a cartoony style illustration, not too realistic, and because so much of my hardware around here is just black colored, using a black outline is going to make it difficult to see the colors, because it's all just going to blend into one mush. In the back, you can see that there's different shades of orange. Say for example that teeny tiny drawer system, I wanted to put more detail into it, so I didn't want to use the same orange that I did everything else, and used instead a darker orange so it would stand out. Once I have the general gist and the shape of what I want, now I'm going through and putting the outlines and redefining these shapes. This skull telephone, I've had it since I was 16 years old, and I've been waiting for a long time to get a house that has the ability to plug in a telephone, but since then the world has changed and everyone has mobile phones, and now it's sort of redundant as a telephone, and I discovered that I could use it as a way to hold my headphones, so that way I can still have it around and have it useful. This is my Hello Kitty Kiss plush. I think it's pretty awesome. It matches my personality by being a little bit metal but also a little bit cute. In real life, I like to decorate my surroundings with objects I've collected in life. Everything has a bit of a story because I remember having to put an effort to choose it and select it, and it makes me happy every time I see them, and I think that's important when having a workspace, that you have things around that make you happy, because then you're more likely to feel engaged and secure and energized and inspired to create awesome stuff. This is a new computer I got built. It is such a life changer. It has a graphics card and so much memory that before all my videos used to crash when I was using my laptop, and now it's so much smoother just by having the extra memory, so it's fantastic. This part of the drawing was a bit fiddly because perspective-wise it's not correct. However, I have an L-shaped desk, meaning that a lot of the objects would get blocked off if I was drawing it correctly. So I needed to put a little bit of a fisheye perspective to widen up the space so that you could see both of the surfaces. As you've seen in the photos, my computer and mouse pad and keyboards have colored lights in them. I want to be able to have the option to make that show through the background as well. So what I'm doing is blocking in some color, which is like a green screen, so that when I'm finished with the drawing, I can remove that color and put underneath colored flashing lights, and that'll create the effect of having the flashing lights coming through the computer. In this next part, I'm just blocking in the solid colors of everything. As I said before, a lot of my desktop has a black color, meaning that when they're next to each other, it's very easy to lose that silhouette. In fact, even this purple outline color seems too dark. So I go through a bit of a process of trying to figure out the best outline color that suits and makes everything stand out. So here I'm doing a similar thing with the colored lights. I'm blocking off the shapes of the computer monitors, so I may have the option to insert images behind the screens if I felt like. Though every time I do a different layer like that, it means that it needs to be edited in a different software like After Effects or Premiere to get those extra effects. So we're getting closer to the end of the drawing process now. Once we are finished with the drawing, I'll send it over to After Effects, which is a program I often do lots of my video editing in, and I'll import this file. Here you can see that all the parts with the colored flashing lights and such are transparent, and then I can put in another layer underneath that makes the lights flash. Then also I have the option, if I feel like it, to put something in the screens as well. So this is just a demonstration. Then I could use this background and import it into Adobe Character Animator, and then put the character that I made on top of it, and that's how you have the little speaking intro videos that I've been doing. Anyway, if you enjoy these art videos, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it, and it'll just help me know if people are watching this stuff, you know, because it is fun for me to make, and it's enjoyable to be able to share my art process and my creative techniques. So anyway, have a good day. Thanks, and bye.
Rock child.